So this generates ions, right?
Positive and negative ions, hence the bipolar. The goal is to get as many ions into the occupied space as possible.
Why? Why do you want ions in the space?
Ions are nature's way of cleaning the air.
Okay.
So if you took an ion meter up to a mountain, you'd get a high level of ions.
Right.
You come down the mountain, those ions get eaten up. Pollution, emissions, everything else. You come inside buildings, carpets, people, ions are depleted. All we're trying to do is raise that ion level back up.
Back to a natural level. Today, what is it in a general office space that we're trying to get rid of? Like, what are the top three things?
Today, in today's world, it's obviously there's concern about virus, bacteria.
Really? Viruses? I haven't heard a lot about that.
Yeah, it's just one thing that it seemed to go away for a while. Now it's coming back.
It's making a comeback?
A lot of disinfection capability with ionization.
Yeah.
And then,
so what does it do to the, let's use COVID or any type of virus. So what does an ion do to the COVID virus?
So basically we form what's called a hydroxyl, which does the disinfecting.
Gotcha.
The tube-based BPI or DBD BPI creates the hydroxyls. What they do is they attach to the virus or bacteria particle and they steal a hydrogen. So we have a hydroxyl or an OH.
Viruses don't like that?
They don't like it. They don't like it. It changes their makeup, right? They can no longer reproduce, no longer contagious, right? And so now you have a dead viral particle or a dead bacteria or
so
a dead
it renders
mold.
the virus useless.
Correct.
We can't harm you. Harmless is the word I'm looking for. Right?
And then the ions agglomerate that particulate and get it out of the air. So not only have we killed the virus, or
agglomerate comes
combine,
together, makes it bigger, so it's easier for a filter to grab it?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Ultrafine.
You don't have to vacuum up all the viruses laying around there?
90% of it will get taken back to your filter. You might weigh some of it out of the breathing range.
Right.
Those ultrafine particulates suspend in air, right? When
Gotcha.
they're really 0.1 micron, like a virus, suspends in the air. So we try to get it out of the air.
Gotcha.
Simply said.
Now, how much power does this thing use? It looks like to me it's going to use a tremendous amount of power.
Oh, it's just half an amp we're drawing. Yeah.
That's kind of a loaded question.
Yeah, you knew it. You knew the answer. Well, I always say it's like a cell phone charger, about 49 watts. So the power used to maybe charge a cell phone up is the power you're going to use to power these. So limited power, little to no pressure drop in a duct or in a supply plenum. And the key thing is we started as a testing company. So for us, we want to not only
testing what's in the air.
Air quality testing.
Indoor air quality testing. So back in the day, that's where your company started.
Exactly.
And what is the state of the indoor air quality testing
What sets us
business
apart
right now?
It's what a lot of people are even going for monitoring before they look at purification. Measurement verification is key. Like I can tell an engineer and owner this is going to do X and Y and Z. But if they can't see it every day, then they don't know, right? So our goal is to make what we call making the invisible visible. How do we take what's in the duct, what's in the plenum, the ions in the space, and make it visible?
So how do we do that?
We monitor the air. So this here is our Atmos Aware. This is our in-space monitor.
Okay, so this is monitoring the space right now?
Correct.
Where is the actual monitor?
So the sensors are in the bottom of the unit, right here, right? And we have two sensor banks. This device here gives you an indoor air quality score. Right now it's 13, so pretty good air quality
so
here
we're
in the
doing pretty
office.
good.
Absolutely. We're measuring 5 elements of air quality with this device. We have your temperature and your relative humidity. We have your total VOCs, volatile organic compounds. We have your PM 2.5 particulate. And we have your CO2.
So explain to the folks watching what PM 2.5 means.
PM is basically the particulate matter. 2.5 is the size, so 2.5 microns, meaning it's pretty small particulate, right? It's particulate that we can't see. As you get bigger, so we measure everything from PM1 to PM 2.5 to PM 10 with some of our devices, including our Atmos Smart system, which I don't have here today. But basically, as we agglomerate, we make those ultrafine bigger. So a PM1 becomes a 2.5 and eventually becomes a PM10. The PM10 we can slowly get out of the air because we can filter it out. Yeah, like when the wildfire smoke kind of came down, PMs were through the roof.
Through the roof.
Right, because smoke is an odor but also a particulate. It's a VOC.
You can go into a facility, measure it, kind of say, here's where you're at now, here's what we recommend for a solution, install the solution, and they can actually see it on the...
We can do it two ways. We can measure it real-time 24/7 with a sensor. We can come in and bring a machine and do it before and after test, so we can do it either way. The key is measure, verify, and confirm it's working.
Great.
That's our goal.
What's your top 2 or 3 applications right now?
I'd say office space.
Very popular right now?
Commercial office space. They want to be back in the office, right? Owners, companies want their people back in the office. They want them to feel safe and healthy back in the office as much as possible. Developers want the tenants to pick them, right? We have a lot of folks who aren't back in the office. Therefore, a lot of open commercial space in certain markets. How do we get my building is better than your building? Right? So it's a way to enhance building. Schools, education, big sector. Doing a lot in schools, and then hospitality. Those are three of the top, but we're healthcare, sports, airports, we're really across the board.
Anywhere people are indoors breathing air, right?
That's right, and that's the goal. So, awesome.
Thanks for coming today. Appreciate you.
Yeah, glad to be
thanks.
here. Appreciate you.
you.
You bet.